Yağız Kaan Erdoğmuş becomes the youngest ever chess player to reach 2700 plus 2700, the League of Super Grandmasters with only 14 years old. Unbelievable. This is the new age of chess. World champion with only 19 years old, the challenger with only 20 years old. But of course, we know the best in the world, as Kasparov said, is 35 years old. But he is from another universe. We are just talking about normal humans. But Erdogmus, with only 14 years and 10 months, he reached 2700, breaking the record of Wei Yi from China. Wei Yi had this record from 2015 for 11 years. He get the record from Carlsen. Carlsen was the previous record holder. After Wei Yi, Alireza became 2700 in 16 years old, and Gukesh also in 16 years old. So great names, and we might anticipate that Erdogmus will become one of these great chess players in very recent future. Maybe we will see him in the next candidates. What do you think about it? But there is another record that Alireza Firouzja had that record. He's the youngest to reach 2800 with 18 years old. Can Erdogmus break that record? He has 4 years to break that record, but we know that to reach 2800 is a very, very hard task. Magnus Carlsen was the previous record holder. Caruana, Walusza, Kramnik, and Garry Kasparov was the first one to reach 2800. Now we are going to witness a historical moment. Erdogmus with the black pieces is going to deliver checkmate to Veselin Topalov. See if you can find it. He goes for Queen h1 check, harassing the white king. King goes to f2, and in this position black has checkmate in several moves. Think about it. Can you find it? He's only 14 years old and playing against one of the very top chess players in the world. Topalov himself was 2700, but after losing a lot of games in this event, he lost a lot of rating. And now queen to h2 check, and it's very hard for white. It's just checkmate. Let me just go forward because Topalov thinks a lot in this position. And here he decides to, in this position, I guess he decides to bring the king to e3. Yes, he goes to e3. He was wondering to go here or here. He just goes to e3. Another check from Erdogmus, another check. And this is a little bit sad moment because Topalov plays king f2 and he thinks he's just repeating, but after rook f1 he doesn't believe his eyes because, you know, he was tired. This was a long game. He played a very nice game. We are going to witness it. But after this checkmate, we have the new record for reaching 2700 in chess. Now we are going to watch the game from the beginning. It was a beautiful chess game. As you can see, Erdogmus defeated Topalov with 94% accuracy in a highly tactical game. 94% accuracy. Let's go and enjoy this wonderful chess game. But before we start, if you like to watch this kind of videos, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Topalov started with pawn to e4, c6, Caro-Kann defense and advanced variation. Bishop to f5, knight f3. Main topic of opening discussion in Caro-Kann these days is this line, the main line, the short variation. And here, Erdogmus goes for a6. The main line is with c5, but probably he wanted to surprise with a6. He controls this b5 square, castles. Now c5, attacking the center. Bishop to e3, reinforcing the center. Takes, attacking the bishop. Knight to e7, developing. And here Topalov goes f4. So far so good, just opening ideas. But in this position, Erdogmus thought for more than 45 minutes, not seconds, 45 minutes. Because Topalov wants to go g4, and it's a very serious threat, Erdogmus plays h5, sacrificing a pawn in the opening, allowing Topalov to take here. But if you're going to take, after knight c6, black has this line, black has lots of compensation. Topalov is not interested in this, and he just goes knight d2. After knight c6, he takes on f5, knight takes f5, bishop f2. White has two bishops and a very enjoyable position because this bishop is a superstar. It controls the board. Now black goes rook c8 and a3. And in this position, Erdogmus goes bishop e7, finishing his development. Rook to c1. White wants to play c4, b5, preventing this. And he has only 14 minutes. And it reminds me of his age, 14 years old. Can you believe this? At 14 years old, he became 2700. I mean, if you said something like this 20 years ago to a grandmaster, that someone will be 2700 at the age of 14, nobody would have believed you. And what might happen in the next 20 years? If you're alive still, we might witness very strange things like world champion at 14 years old. I don't know, something might like this. It seems impossible right now, but with these things happening in the chess world and in world, it's not impossible. But let's see. But for sure, future is bright for Erdogmus. b4, Topalov plays b4 in this position. And here he goes knight h6, a very strange maneuver. He wants to come to g4. Topalov says, I'm going to stop you, and he comes back. It shows two things. Yeah, first, he's a practical player. He doesn't mind to play this kind of moves. He plays a lot of online chess. And that's why he can also play very good in time trouble. We will be able to see it in the next few moves. And then he's also found something like, now I can play h4 in this position. And black position, there is nothing so much to play for, so he just found some ideas. Okay, Topalov goes for king h2, h4, knight to f3, and now knight lands on g3. Please take it. Then I will have some play with g5. Topalov says, no, I'm not interested. But g5, he's going to insist to open lines. And if you're taking here, then bishop takes g5 is coming to the game. But Topalov says, okay, he plays a great game till here. He has a lot of knowledge. We know that he's a very great player. He has more knowledge for sure than Erdogmus, but chess is not just about knowledge. Rook g8. He opens up some lines against these kings. c3, great move, controlling everything. And here g takes f4. So he's trying after queen takes f4, bishop g5 to trade some pieces, and this pawn will be a weakness. But Topalov just very calmly plays rook c2, another very good move. With this move, he's just trying to say to black, okay, play your next move, because it's very hard to find a move in this position also for black. I will be able to take here. I can play a4 at any point, and Erdogmus goes for queen c7, a very good move. 2 minutes, only 2 minutes on the clock. In this position, king g1 was a little bit better move to go out of this diagonal, and then maybe later on go for a4. But Topalov says, let's go for it, a4. In this position, knight d4 was the best move, but let's just follow the game. B takes a4, rook to a2, attacking here. Here even engine suggests rook g5. It's a very complicated chess position just because black has to do something about this e5 pawn. Erdogmus finds another way. He goes for d4. He goes for d4 and he tries to open up lines. Not a very easy position for white. Bishop takes a6 exists, queen takes f4. Both of them are very good. Both of them leading to the same positions basically. But Topalov says, I'm going to take here and you don't have anything. But he should have not let black to take this pawn. Queen takes f4 was better, and after dc4, bishop a6, best line. White has almost 2 pawn advantage. But he goes knight takes d4 and game starts for Erdogmus. He found something finally. Bishop takes a6, and how about this move? f3, opening up this diagonal, a brilliant move. Now white king is in danger. Bishop to b5 check. If he goes here, queen to h6 check. So black blocks it with knight d7 with only 1 minute on the clock. Oh my god. White runs away from this diagonal. Black queen is staring at white's king. King to g1, and look how he plays when he has only 1 minute on the clock. Check. White takes. Rook takes g2 check, and here another brilliant sacrifice takes here. Queen to h2 check, and queen takes h3 check. Black is going to harass white king. Queen to f5 check, trying to capture this. King g1 was best, but Topalov goes queen f4, and now queen takes b5. Topalov goes for rook g8 check, but knight f6 stops everything. In this position, white goes with queen to f3. With queen to f3, trying to control some squares. But queen to c4, best move was a3. No human can find this kind of moves, but Erdogmus plays queen c4, attacking this rook. Rook takes a4, give me this check. King e1, knight to g5, attacking the queen. Queen enters, check. Blocks. Queen to b7 back, no. Topalov in this position finds rook g4. And finally, it's move 42, and time has been added to their clock. So they have more time on the clock. Now both have 30 minutes. In this position, Erdogmus plays queen c7, a great move. And he's playing quickly. Now queen to c7, queen to h1 back. Very hard position. Every single move you need. I mean, who will calculate queen to h1? What is this? But it's possible. Queen from the far square comes to h1. Wow. It's very strange. H3, oh my god, look at this position. It's a very fun chess position to play. Rook A5 attacking here, and black says, I'm going to stop you, F5, but white sacrificed your rook. A brilliant move from Topalov. Bishop takes G5 and queen takes H3. Everything is wide open in this position. Bishop goes to F6 trying to attack here. King to F1 going away from this line. Rook to D8 finding another open line. Rook to A6 finding this square to attack. Queen to C4 both defend and attack. Queen to H5 check, we have King F8. And in this position, white needs to be very, very careful. With Rook A7, this game will finish in a draw, but it's very hard to find. Rook A7, Rook D1 check, Bishop H4 check, Queen D5 check, and some lines by engine like this. I mean, this is unbelievable. And there are other options. And here Topalov makes a blunder at move 50. He just plays Queen to H6 check, and it's a blunder. Bishop G7, he takes on E6, but he left this square. And now Rook to D1 check, King G2, and Queen to G4 check. And that's the position that we saw on the board. Erdogmus plays Queen here, check. It's whatever, he could have played Knight G3, just postponing the checkmate, but he plays like this, and we have checkmate on the board. Very great tactical game. They both had chances. Topalov played much better in the opening, but then look here, let's just look at the opening once again. Topalov got the advantage out of the opening with the white pieces for sure. He had time, he had advantage. This position is a dreamlike position for white. Like, Erdogmus found his chances with this kind of play. Practical play, practical tactical play, practical tactical play. And then once again Topalov playing very good. A4, a little bit premature, but he was still much better in this position. This is probably just winning, but everything is hanging in this position. Here you might Queen C4, it's very hard to find actually. I don't know what it's doing. Rook takes B4 exists, so it's a very difficult position to think about. Then he might probably wants to take on C3, but it's a very difficult position. So Topalov goes wrong with this A4 idea, and then everything opens up. F3, fantastic, another brilliant move, and they played very good in this position. Like, some mistakes, but a very high quality game. And even here, like, this game is still equal, and the last blunder is this check on H6 that cost the game for Topalov. And then we have checkmate, and history has been made by Erdogmus. That's it for today's video. I hope you liked this video. Please let me know what you think about this kind of videos, and remember always to enjoy chess and life.